Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here, and today we'll be taking a look at Dragon Nest. This is a free-to-play Korean MMORPG from Nexon. The game was developed by Identity, and here in this video I'll be showing you 40 minutes of gameplay from the very start of the game, as well as giving you my general thoughts and impressions on the title. We're going to start here on a brand new world, which basically is a server. And we're going to start a brand new character as well. We'll begin by taking a look at the 5 available character classes. The first one here is the Tinkerer. With a wide variety of range attacks, the Tinkerer supports her party from the back. She can skillfully defend herself with selection of control skills. Awesome. Next one we'll see here. I already know what I'm going to play. I just want to show you all these guys. Next one is the Cleric. He is essentially your healer, protects allies with high defense and healing magic as a support class. He does not focus on dealing damage, but his support abilities are unparalleled. Next one, and the character that I'll be playing is the Melee Brawler or Warrior. Powerful melee fighter with his high strength and vitality. He often leads the charge into battle. Difficulty beginner. Well, I guess I haven't played this game much, so technically I am. Next one is the Sorceress. Ooh. Specializes in dealing massive magical damage to multiple enemies, but her low vitality and defense leave her vulnerable when surrounded. How sad. And then the last character over here on the far right is the Archer. Specializes in long-range attacks. High agility allows her to deal large amounts of damage, but her low strength and vitality leave her vulnerable at close-range attacks. Alright, again, we're going to be playing as the Warrior. I think this is probably the best class to introduce you to the game. Reason being, this is a action-focused game. And the reason I mention that, besides being incredibly cartoony, it's an action-focused game that's actually pretty skill-based. The thing I remember, I played this, I think about a year ago. I think it was in the summer or the fall of 2011 that I last played this game. And I remember it actually being pretty fun, the PvP at least. Now, we're not going to be looking at the PvP here in this video. I'm going to just be showing you the first 40 minutes, and I don't even think, you have to be level 10 to start PvPing, so I don't even think we could get to that within that time. Alright, that's a cool outfit. We're going to call him Forcelol, and we will create our warrior character. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into this. Now, there is a second password thing, but you don't need to see that, so we're going to edit this out real quick. Just one of those systems where you had to enter a second password for security, whatever. And we're going to start off here in Chapter 1, Channel List. Why are they called different chapters? They're all in the same village. I don't even know what that means. Oh, well, whatever. I'll pick this one here. And let's begin our first 40 look at Nexon. I think we have a story to start. Some cinematics or something. Here we go. Ooh. So the game's, I mean, it's a Korean MMO. You can probably just tell by the visuals, right? But again, I remember the combat being pretty fun from when I last played it, so we'll see if that is still the case. Uh-oh. Troll lady took away your mummy. Oh, that's sad. Now you're surrounded by a bunch of goblins. Oh, well, luckily for you, Mighty Forcelol has just arrived. And he's in the mood for slaying goblins. Would you look at that? What are the chances? What are the odds? Alright, so movement, WASD. I can double tap to do a roll, which puts a cooldown right there. You're gonna notice that cooldown, the tumble cooldown. Basic attack with left mouse button, special attack with right. And I didn't actually see what the other thing was, but whatever. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and do some of the basic attacks here. Kick that guy, basic attack, and special attack is the kick, or knock back. Alright, goblins are dead. Alt toggles names, F to grab items. Let's keep that up, and F to grab these coins. Alright, talk with NPC, talking to NPCs nearby. Okay, damn it, that thing went too fast. I was trying to look at the other ones. I hate you, tutorial. Let me exit out when I'm done. Don't just assume exiting for me. You gotta be super quick about reading those. At least I know that much now. All right, let's talk to Lily. How you doing, Lily? I know your mom was just taken, so probably not that well. All right, the girl seems frightened and confused. You should get her to the village quickly. All right, well, I guess we're going to the village, Lily. You all right? Lily. Lily! Alright, I gotta bring her to the village. So as you can see there, the combat is action focused. It's skill based. You can dodge incoming attacks. You can miss attacks. You know, it's really about your positioning with your abilities and relation to your enemies. And I don't know what this garbage is, so we're gonna exit out of that. We have been dumped off into town. We do have a quest to turn in here with Old Man McGee, or Elder Harold, as it were. All right, let's see. Quest. Missing girl in progress. You're the one who recently rescued my darling Lily, my dear child. How can I repay you? You're a stranger to these parts, but I suppose I don't want to read through all this stuff. Let me just. The point of me doing this is to show you guys the game. So I don't really want to waste time reading every single little quest, so we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna follow our quest. Clear indicator there, as you can see on the screen, and we'll talk about the UI once we are done with this guy here. So we're gonna turn in our quest, missing girl. Yeah. Thank you. I received a reward. Looks like healing potions. Okay, so let's talk about the UI. Besides that quest indicator popping up in my face. All right, so upper left-hand corner, we have got my character. Number of, what is this? Number of life stones you have. Life stones allow you to revive while in dungeons. This is a very instanced game. Instances after instances after instances, and that is one of the things that actually really frustrated me about this title. Also, number of resurrection scrolls you have. Resurrection scrolls allow you to revive others in dungeon. Then we've got my health and my mana, my level and my character name, little portrait there. Upper right tells you what channel I'm in, if you're playing with friends or whatever. If they're in a different channel, it looks like you can just hop into one of those. Also, the ability to pop into arena, which is the PvP, does require level 10. Won't be doing it in this video. Or you can go into the farm. I don't really know what this is exactly, but it says you can harvest crops and catch fish and cook delicious food. So maybe that's like a resource. Maybe it's just a place to chill out and make yourself some food to eat, I guess. And then it also tells you where you are in the game. I'm currently in Ironwood Village. Quest on the right hand side, bottom left over here. Switch combat mode, huh? With tab. There you go. So I could switch into combat mode and start fighting if I wanted to. Do that with tab. And then holding down control as well lets me bring up this mouse now. Down over here, a bunch of other stuff. There's a bunch of like, you can see right here, stuff like you take a look at your inventory, see what weapons and stuff you currently have. I'm currently using the hammer. I could decide to switch to the great sword or the axe. Just slight variations. You can see the damage difference. There's also stun and critical and paralyzed and all that stuff. Let me try to throw on the axe there. That sounds fun. And then I've got my beginner healing potions, which I'm assuming I could just throw in my bar here, right? Yeah, I could just throw those right in my hot bar. And my bar has got my abilities, which we'll take a look at in combat, but let's look at this here. So there's events. Take a look at upcoming events, holiday events. Don't really know about that. Chat room, if you want to chat with people. No thank you. Character info with P, skills with K, and O is social. So character info with P right here. It's basically your character plane where you do your equipment and stuff. And then skills were K. This is your skills for leveling up. You get SP while you level. You select what skills you want to level in. There are active skills in blue and passive skills in yellow. And again, we'll take a look at those while in combat at another time. And then a friend tab, questing, map, achievements. Map hopefully is just brought up with M. Yeah, there we go. Right over here, achievements, if you get any of those. And then we have, allows you to view the current arena room list and the main menu. And again, there's your skill bar, XP over here, power. Your soul has been empowered by essence of the dragons, which earns you additional XP in dungeons. This empowerment is bestowed upon you on a daily basis. So you get daily power, which gives you extra XP in dungeons. Since this is a free-to-play game, I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that if you run out of power, you can probably purchase new ones. I know at the very least that there is an in-game shop of some sorts, so again, I think something along those lines seems highly likely. Can we, okay, so there we go, it displays it right over here as well. All right, so I'm gonna go talk to the militiaman Timothy in Shadow Forest outskirts, which means I'm gonna have to go over here. Now, when you go up to one of these instances, it's gonna ask you if you wanna join a party or go by yourself. I'm going to go by myself because I do not like any of these people. I don't like them. All right, so here we are. And I get to talk with militiaman.
What is it?
Right here.
Farewell.
Okay. Looks like it's just asking me to go through the Shadow Forest path. And break some barrels there. There would be another place I could go over there. That is where I came through. Let's see what this is exactly. Extractor. Ancient mechanical device. If it sits here, you can place an item inside. The power ancients will extract materials from it. Extraction may fail. Okay, so the extractor lets you get materials. However, I cannot do my basic items. So I guess this is sort of like a breakdown system. I'm guessing that would be used for crafting purposes in the future. I didn't actually want to go through to the Gale Woods because that's not where my quest is, so I'm gonna go back right over here. But I mean, you can see this is so heavily instanced. Really, really kind of frustrating. I don't like that it's this instanced. Now those little these instance areas that I'm in right now, these are just like main pathways, like there's quest givers and stuff. Nothing really dangerous here. You can see that extractor stone. This is basically a dungeon. So Shadow Forest Path is a dungeon. Now when you come up to it, it's gonna show you a bunch of things. It shows you if you have any quests on here. And then we've also got your rewards. Now the rewards are gonna vary depending on the difficulty that you decide to play it on. You can see, you can select the difficulty of these dungeons. And there's also various points of the dungeon where you can start at additional points depending on like what level you are. If you've progressed far enough within that dungeon, you can start at a specific area rather than starting from the beginning every single time. Now in terms of difficulty, you can see the power consumed is going to change. It's also going to change the recommended players. I'm probably just going to go on normal. When you go into hard, it's suggesting a higher level. I think I'm still level 1, and it's also suggesting a party size of 2. Master suggesting a party size of 4. So let's go with normal right there. And again, all sorts of things change. Your rewards will change in the future. This beginner dungeon's not changing it, but the rewards will change as well as the XP gain. All right, let's go ahead and select normal. We're just about to run out of time. And now we have essentially just entered this dungeon. And there's Militiaman Timothy. He is scared, so we will talk to him. Timothy.
I'm on duty.
And we will select his quest. Yes, I'll accept it. Thank you.
Don't have to worry about me.
Okay, so now I've got to collect the map pieces. Now, so it's time for some combat. So again, we've got our basic attack, and we have got our kick, basically. Now that we are here and doing some combat, I think it's a perfect time. Onyx crystals are used to enhance normal and magical and rare quality items, and I've just picked up one, so kind of want to hold on to those for that sake. Now is a good time for me to show you the skills here. Is this gonna pause the game? No, they're still actively looking at me. Okay, so just gonna show you here, I've got Impact Punch, my level 1 skill. Delivers a powerful punch that lifts enemies into the air. So let me show you that here. It's a powerful punch, lifting enemies into the air. You can see that whole combo system there as well. Now that's my number 1. My number 2 ability, Heavy Slash, slashes down hard on the enemy, dealing 162% plus 4 weapon damage. And then Impact Wave, strikes the ground with your weapon, sending a shockwave up to 4 meters away, effective on knocked down enemies. Okay, so those are my 3 abilities right now, my 1, 2, and 3. Using them will... Actually not using up my mana, which I assumed that it would, so maybe that's a different system. They do go on cooldown though, so that at the very least is true. Each one of these abilities cannot just be consistently spammed. They do go on cooldown. Alright, everything I'm gonna use to craft chest and epic something. Again, this thing is just scrolling through way too fast for me to read it. But crap. What the heck? But yeah, super instanced, and that's kind of annoying. It's so immersion breaking. Normal attacks and special attacks, you already told me about that, but I guess you can tell me again. Alright, so lots of guys here are gonna do our impact wave, knock people back. Do a kick here, punch these guys. Do a little spinny. Hit that guy in the face. Oh yeah. Okay, everyone's dead. Break some barrels, see if there's anything inside. What? How are you not broken? Thank you. So I have to hit F every time I walk over one of these things. It looks like some of those are like potions. So I may even want to leave those on the ground until I'm actually injured. Now what is my 20, what is this buff right here, or whatever that is? I can't even tell, mousing over's not telling me. Okay, I'd like to know what that is, but I've got no clear indication. Knock these guys back. So as I said at the start of the video, the one thing I remember about this game that still holds pretty true is that the combat's actually pretty, you know, it's pretty neat because it's very responsive and it is skill-based, you know. There's a whole dodging system. You get that put on cooldown, so you cannot dodge consistently, but you need to time your attacks so that you're not being hit and try to avoid incoming attacks as well. But that is probably, well, it is one of the only things I remember liking about this game. And what I remember hating, so there you go, that regens health and stuff, which I don't need. What I remember hating is obviously still true here. There is, need to be level 5 for that, need to be level 4 for that, need to be, I'm not even high enough to use any of the stuff that I picked up. What I remember hating is still definitely true, just instance after instance after instance. But after working through those instances, we get to some actually entertaining combat. It's just a shame that it has to be the way it is. It's a shame that it has to be so ridiculously instanced. Like, that's not cool for me. That's not, really not enjoyable for me. And the other negative that this game has to top it off is the whole free-to-play shop thing. I've never really been a big fan of that model. I don't know what to tell you. I think games a lot of times will suffer as a result. Clear your inventory, dungeon. Okay, so they give you some time after the dungeon's cleared to clear your inventory because you'll be given rewards for clearing the dungeon. And if you don't have space, I believe you just don't receive the rewards. All right, I gotta randomly. I mean, look at this Korean MMO. Randomly select a chest, see what you get inside. Oh, I picked the silver chest. Oh, that sucked. Should have picked the gold one. How would I have known ahead of time? I wouldn't have. But I got an onyx fragment, which I guess is good. And then we can talk to this guy here.
Where is Rose?
And he's gonna give me this little item here. And then he tells me to go back to town, and I can go ahead and collect all this stuff. I mean, this is pretty much this whole dungeon aspect, getting like S ranked and you know, having a random chest to randomly get a reward. This is pretty much what I've experienced in every other Korean MMO I've ever tried. So we open up that chest, get ourselves a fragment there. 2 different types of fragments. And then once we've collected everything we feel like collecting, we can hit F12 to exit the dungeon. But first, let me see, I got this new item. Again, I can't even use any of this stuff because I'm not high enough level. That is annoying. And then you can sort the items. Or no, those are different types of things. You can do the gestures. What? Who gives a crap about? Come on, seriously? Like, who cares about gestures? Like gestures, huh? All right, let's go to the. So I can decide to go to the town or the closest field. I do need to go to the town to turn in my quest, so I might as well do that. Closest field would have brought me to the instance area right before I entered the dungeon. Is how that would have worked. All right, so now we can go turn in this quest. Right over here. Hit F11 for Dragon Vault? Okay, so this is the store. You can buy stuff. Buy usable items. Like a name change card. Unlimited learning. Scroll used to reset the skills of any class that has gone through the first, second, or third specialization set. So this is the in-game shop. You can use these NX coins or whatever, which is a translation of real-world money, to purchase things in the game. You can buy stupid little gifts, you know, there's costumes and stuff you can buy, and then here are these usable items. Now I almost guarantee there's, what is this, like express mail stamp, allows you to ignore the daily mail limit, allowing you to attach up to 5 items. So this is like convenience stuff. Adventure bag, 5 slots to your inventory. Yeah, I hate stores. Ugh. Hate them so much. You have no idea. I just think they're silly McSilsterstein. What? I don't know. It just, not for me. Definitely not my cup of tea. That's for sure. All right. Just don't like that model. I much prefer.
The safety of Ironwood Village is in our hands.
I honestly much prefer subscription-based games. Not that I'm hoping to pay a subscription for this particular game, but I'm just saying
Hey, Cap.
the purchasing of powers, or even just convenience, is really annoying to someone like me. Alright, so we can select skills here. Alright, so here we go. Look, I've got 6 unused points that I can use to level up. Or no. It says I've got 6 SP remaining, but apparently I can't. It's not right-clicking a skill. Lets you view a video? That's not what I want to do. I've got... It says I've got... I don't know.
Skills are tough at first, but they're worth mastering.
Let me just turn in the quest. Thanks. Yeah, I know you got a lot to say to me. Thanks, yeah.
Are you prepared for this technique?
Alright. So... my level's not high enough to level these up. Character level 4, character level 6. So I've got stuff to spend, but I can't do it because I'm not high enough level. It's
Skills are tough at first,
confusing to me.
mastering.
Learning skills. All right, so yeah, I got it. I got it. Yeah, so there's supposed to be when I am high enough, I'll be able to click this little tab to learn this stuff. I got some passive things here. Character level 11. Here's an elbow drop. Use a special attack on a knockdown enemy to elbow drop. That's cool. And then a sidekick. Press a special attack button to perform a sidekick on the enemy in front of you. I already know that, as you saw. But elbow drop's cool, so if I got a knockdown enemy, I'll try to do an elbow drop on them. Let's see how that works. Alright, well, that was turned in. Let's go ahead and do this. Really weird that I have skill points to spend, but can't do it because I'm not high enough level. Alright, so now I need to go talk to Militiaman Timothy. Let me make sure there's no other quest in town, by the way. That'd be something that'd be good to see. Commission board, Can get commissions from the Adventure League commission boards near dungeon. There's no commissions for which you would be rewarded. So there's no commissions for me. A whole bunch of these people in town. I don't know that talking to them interests me at all. Yeah, so this is pretty much what I remember when it comes to this game. I remember not really caring too much about... Is she a... gonna tell me to do holiday stuff? No, it's just a quest here. Okay, let me just accept it. Thank you. Thank you.
Just wait.
Alright, so both my quests are over here, so we're gonna go back over here. Go through 17 sets of instances. Oh! Didn't want to do that. Could join a party, don't care to. Go to the forest alone. This is best and safest way to do it, don't you know? And looks like both my quests now are over here to the right. So we're gonna go through this second instance into another area. I don't know why this thing is even here. Look at how small this area, like, really, they need to put an instance. Here's a dungeon that I can't go through. Crazy spider guys are shooting venom. Try to cross that I am dead Zors. I don't really need to go through there anyways because both my quests are right behind me. Break some barrels because it's fun. And let's check this commission board. Alright, currently no available commissions. What the hell? Attention Selena fans, join the fan club now and receive a free Selena t-shirt and an invitation to Selena's Dancing with Dragons summer concert. Stupidest thing I've ever seen. Stupidest thing I've ever seen. We're gonna do this on normal. Still not showing the difference in quest rewards. Alright, now we are here in the ancient temple ruins. Capacity of 4. Yeah, so this is pretty much what I remember. While the combat is cool, they're just overall, I don't like the PvE experience because of all the instances. But again, I have to reiterate. Let me try the elbow drop here. Can I? Yeah, elbow drop. I have to reiterate that the PvP was actually pretty entertaining from what I remember. And while I won't be doing it in this video, because it kind of negates the purpose of this first 40 to show you guys 40 minutes of the actual gameplay, I might do a follow-up video to show you some PvP. So stay tuned for that. I think it'll be, I'll say this much, it'll be at the very least worth giving a quick look. Even if you hate what you see here, you might actually like the PvP. I don't know that that's gonna, you know, tempt you to level up to 10 in this terribly monotonous and crazy instanced PvE part of the game, just so you can try out the PvP, but I think it's worth showing it to you. I think it's pretty silly that they put that cap on it too. I feel like with this game, the PvP portion could actually get a strong interest, but I think people would probably just dislike the PvE so much that they may not even bother doing it. And just having to hit F and pick up all this stuff, like, is there a... Maybe I'm being silly, though. Macros. No. Is there a ability to pick up all areas, all items in an area? Not under game settings, system settings. No, that's graphics and stuff. I don't know, maybe there is, so maybe that's just me being silly, but if there's a way to grab all items, that'd be great. But having to hit F for every single one, for some reason I vaguely remember that being an option, but I'm not sure. I can't seem to find it right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, let's go through here. To the Ancient Temple Ruins, Part Deuce. Part Deuce. Alright, so we get these guys coming first. We're gonna take them all out with that. Then once this thing goes off cooldown, I think I'll re-engage. I guess I can just take a kick, get knocked back. Let me punch you up, and then elbow drop you while you're down. Oh yeah. That's cool. I like that. I like that. Now, I'd actually like to talk to this for a minute, because after doing a bit of research, I looked into some of the reasons why these action MMOs sometimes have a hard time, and maybe, you know, probably a part of the reason why this is so instanced, because of like server-side lag and latency issues. A lot of times, MMOs that have this action style of combat as opposed to a lock-on system like a game like World of Warcraft has, this type of combat can really suffer greatly from latency problems. And I know that Terra had a system like this, but I'm actually not really sure how successful Terra was here in the States, and potentially for that reason, potentially for latency issues. And you know, people might play it in the very beginning and enjoy it, but if they're running into consistent latency issues, it might become a huge problem. And that's something that I read about being a legitimate issue and concern as to why these style of games, I mean, people obviously, like, this type of combat is a lot more fun than the lock-on system that many MMOs implement. I mean, even Guild Wars 2, I think, sort of has that. I don't think everything is skill shot. The ranged abilities, I thought I remember you being able to lock on. Yeah, I played like a ranger. Yeah, okay, now I remember. So I played a necromancer in Guild Wars 2, and you were able to lock onto a target with your spells, and they like never missed. They weren't dodging them. That may be wrong, but that's what I remember. That is what I recall, so please, of course, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, you know, it'd really be nice to see MMOs with this style of combat. I'm not talking about this style of graphics or this style of game, but just the combat in particular, the action-focused, skill-based combat. I'd like to see a lot more of those. Again, it really comes down to servers and latency issues, though, as to whether or not this can be something that continues to go. And actually, that research came from looking things up for the upcoming Elder Scrolls Online. And I was looking up the potential of their system being like other Elder Scrolls games, where there's no lock-on whatsoever. But they do plan to have lock-on in that game. There will be free roam capabilities where you can dodge and do skill-based attacks, but there is a lock-on system as well, so people are going to be able to lock on. Now, obviously, if people have the option of locking on and people don't, the people who do lock on are going to have an advantage against them. Clearly, right? I mean, how could you not see that huge advantage? I can lock on, but you can't. If I lock onto you, you're screwed. You know? I mean, because you have an opportunity to miss and I don't. So, anyways, we're not here to talk about the Elder Scrolls Online. I'll be doing plenty of that in the coming year. Wanted to elbow drop him. Okay, so when he gets up, he does that little knockback, so I gotta make sure I'm not next to him once he gets up. As I said that, I'm sitting right on top of him when he gets up. The reason I was so close, though, is because I was trying to elbow drop him. Let's see if I can do that here. Damn it! Elbow drop is not happening. It's got a little spinny thing that I need to dodge. Can I please elbow drop you? Nope. Can knock him back a second time. Alright, so yeah, I just gotta stay away from his thing once he gets up from being knocked down. And I should be all set. Oh, finished him off. There you go. Alright, so clear room in my inventory. It looks like I've got plenty of space, so I should be all set. He is dead Zors. Yeah, let's see what I get here. Let's see if I pick the proper chest. I get to level 4. Learn some new skills. And which one? Let's go with this one. What will it be? Ah, I got a bronze one. I think that's the worst possible. I'm guessing silver and gold are both better. I get a crude earth gem. Boo. That too, like the random, I don't know. If you're gonna randomly generate loot, then just throw me a random piece of loot. Don't let me like guess and get it wrong. It's just stupid. I hate that. Can I knock him out of here or something? Can I break this cage? Do I need to find a key or something? Oh, there's a guy over here that I need to save or something. Alright, we're gonna get these. Let me check the items that I got. See if I can even use any of them yet. No, no, no. I need to be level 5 for all of this stuff. I can use this right here. So what is this? Magic earrings. Do they do anything? Can't tell. Got this ring here. This does something. Physical damage and magic damage, 4 to 4. Okay, there. So this one is intellect and para resist, whatever para is. Crude earth gem, boo. All these red highlighted stuff are not my class, so I can't use it. Got a bunch of archer stuff, pretty much all archer stuff besides my own things. And everything else is like level 5. Another, can I have 2 of these? Oh, that just swapped it out. So crit, I got para resist or crit resist. I don't know what para resist is, so let me keep crit resist active. Maybe para resist is like a type of attack or something.
Where is
Right.
Rose?
Yeah. You can tell me a bunch of stuff. That's nice. I have to return to Ironwood Village.
No,
Do
not
that.
going back until I find Rose. Please.
And they are not going to have anything for me to say. Can I not free these guys?
Please. Please help me.
Alright, well, looks like that is basically it for this dungeon at this time around. Spinning around in circles. Stop. Okay. What are you... Why is it attacking? I'm not hitting my attack. Oh, something is buggy. This is attacking on its own. Can I exit attack mode to change this? You gonna do it still? Alright, I want to hit K because I did just get a skill here. I guess I need to... Okay, so I can just learn like this. There we go. So there we go. Now I can finally do this. So I just picked up drop kick while jumping to launch an enemy into the air with your legs. Okay, special attack while jumping. And then I also have rising slash. Strong attack charges. And I can level up at level 7. So strong attack that charges. Okay. And while jumping, I can drop kick now. All right, awesome. Now that is a separate cooldown from my diving, but it does have a cooldown, so I cannot consistently drop kick. Notice that just above the mini map there. And one thing I do want to get here is get the rest of these coins, and then I guess we can just leave this place. I'm not seeing anything of significance while breaking anything, except for a couple of copper. So let's go ahead and hit F12 to leave this place. Go to town. Turn in mine quest. Why does it keep popping this stupid thing up? I don't care to see your special holiday promotion or whatever the heck. Something else that always kind of bugs me about these games too is just the way they make female characters look. Like everything's like short, or boobs are hanging out. Listen, I'm a full red-blooded male. I like females as much as any other guy, but I don't need that in my games, especially when they're like child looking. I mean, that's That's just pandering crap, to be honest with you, and kind of a little gross at the same time. I don't need to see children half-dressed, thank you very much. Even if you give them boobs, they look like kids. It's just a weird line that they draw. I don't know. Don't know, guys. This is my personal opinion, though. You guys can have your own if you love it. If you love that, well, good for you. You're a creep. Alright, I gotta turn in this quest. I'm glad I'm not sitting here to listen to these guys, because they definitely have a lot to say. And I think that would bore you maybe even more than you already are bored. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's this whole level and progression system that you saw. I'm looking at the skill trees. You level up, you get your skills, you improve your skills with those points that you get. And I'll be seeing you again. And I just got a bunch more quests. Okay, so I can finally level up some of these. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so I can level up this to the next level here by hitting that. Yes, use 1 SP. I can level up Impact Wave another by hitting this right here. Okay, so there we go. You can see I still have some remaining. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird that they give you more points than you can potentially spend. That is weird to me. Guild Rumble skills? I don't know. That's just so weird to me. So weird to me. Talk to this guy.
Can I help you?
Yes. Give me this, that, and the other thing. Thank you very much.
Be careful.
So, as we get close to rounding up this video, I am seriously just going back and forth on these quests. As we get close to finishing... I don't know which one I'm supposed to do. Oh my lord.
Just wait. Steve will save her.
There was another quest too. Whoops.
Just wait. Steve will save her.
I gotta go talk to Captain Steve? Lord, guys.
Militia can always use more help.
Could you have made this any more...
Take care.
Anyone else I gotta talk to in town? No. Good lord. Anyways, as I was saying, now that we're getting close to closing up this first 40, I'll give you some of my general impressions on the game. It's the way I felt it was last time I played it, which I feel like was a year ago. It might have been this year, though. I really can't tell, to be honest. I got to defeat Olmec, collect 10 Poochum Chows. Why do we do that? Which one? That quest is here in the first part. I could go to the second part, too, but... Alright, so let's go here. Yeah, so my initial thoughts on the PvE portion of this game. Please keep in mind, once again, that the PvP portion, as far as I remember, actually had some pretty interesting aspects to it. You know what? This is annoying. I'm going to have to go back and sell my stuff, aren't I? I'm not going to have enough room to even make it all the way through this dungeon. Can I F12 out of here? That's not going to work. I've got no choice to stay, but to stay. So yeah, I don't know, I don't really like the PvE while I like the combat, if that even makes sense to you. So while the combat I find enjoyable, because I like skill-based things, I just hate the instance, and I hate just how many of them. It's like instance after instance after instance. It's really kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you. My thing is, yeah, my thing is like full now, so this is great. I knew this was gonna happen. Is there really no way that I can go back to town? Yeah, it's really just not that fun for me. The PvE part, as much as I enjoy the combat, I just can't. I can wear this stuff finally, because I'm level 5, awesome. I just really can't see past how instanced all this stuff is. It's just really kind of annoying to me. I've got this like whole prelude set that I can put on, I guess. I can get a new weapon here. It's significantly better in terms of damage. Right? Yeah, that's pretty darn good. As far as an improvement is concerned. Let me pick up these gauntlets here, see what this is about. Are those even any? Were Where'd they go? Vigilant gloves? No, those are not as good as what I have. So we're gonna drop this. Yeah, I don't like it that much. I don't like the PvE portion. I remember liking the PvP. I'm gonna get my character up to level 10, and we will likely give that a look in another video. But if you don't care about these instance areas, then you might want to give this game a look, because again, the combat is fun. It's free to play. I mean, again, you can check it out without an issue. And the reason I even decided to revisit this game is because it was just made available on Steam. Now, I mentioned this in a prior video, and some people were telling me they weren't able to find it. I'm guessing that's because it's like region locked. The game just might not be available in your region. Obviously, I've got viewers here on the channel from all over the world, and I would not be surprised if that was the problem. If people said they couldn't access it, then it's probably just because of region issues. So, sorry if that's the case for you. Maybe you can try downloading from the website itself. Maybe that will make a difference. Maybe you'll be able to access it through there, if not through Steam. I suppose is a possibility. And with that, guys, we're gonna wrap up this first 40 look here of Dragon Nest, the free-to-play Korean MMORPG from Nexon. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, taking a look at 40 minutes of gameplay starting from the very beginning and getting my general thoughts and impressions, which once again, meh. In terms of the game, combat, good. Gameplay, just the world, I don't know. Not my favorite, certainly not my favorite. How do I get rid of that stuff? Alt? There we go, that looks nice. Alright. Oh good, I killed 5 guys. Time to go through to the next dungeon area. Oh, I think it's already full too. Stupid. What are all these little plants here? Got a vigilant axe. Ooh. Is that good? Where are you? Ooh, yeah. Take that. Wrecking face with the vigilant axe. I wonder if this is gonna be. Is this it? Is this the boss dude? Yeah, it's somebody.